Hello friends, coming at you fresh from a spray tan. Sorry, I'm getting a million texts right now from the girls I'm going to New York with. Let me mute that. So I just have been editing a video. Hopefully I'm going to put it up today. Actually, I have so many videos to actually edit. Like, look at this. So this is the one I just got done editing. This one's already up. I just needed to delete. I have all these that I could edit. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'll be starting the packing process, which I'm starting to get less stressed over. It just kind of hit me, like I always get stressed out for trips and packing, and I just feel a lot of pressure because I want to create really good content. But at the end of the day, like I just need to realize I'm going on an awesome trip with friends and it's just gonna be fun no matter what I'm wearing. And that just kind of hit me this morning. So I've been less stressed, although, oh my gosh, I still might run to the mall. I'm just worried about my coat situation. I don't want to be cold. That's probably inevitable though. So I'll start the packing process with you guys and go over my tips for packing, although just keep in mind I'm not the best example because I am a fashion blogger, so I have to bring more than the average person for photos and just what we have planned. We're creating content for a company, so this is not like a typical, like you should not pack all these things, I guess. Just a little reminder there, but I do have some helpful tips that do help with my overall planning and packing strategy. So hopefully I'll bring you guys along with that. So my number one packing tip is to always make a list. I basically make some form of to-do list every single day, and that's no different when it comes to packing. And another thing I like to do is write out each day that I'm going to be there, and then we have kind of a schedule. So I wrote out things that we're shooting. Again, this is a blogging trip, so we have multiple outfits that we're shooting on certain days. So we get in, so I need a travel outfit. I can wear that same travel outfit leaving. So I haven't written it down, but I know whatever I wear going, I'm going to just throw on to go back. And that will save a little space in my suitcase. And then I basically write out what we're doing on each day and then what I'll need to wear for that. So for example, I know we're shooting a cute little pajama post here, so I need to make sure I have pajamas. We're doing a meeting with a brand, so I just wrote down what I want to wear for that, just to make sure you have what you need for the activities that you have planned. And then I also have this little list starting just with things that I might forget. So like the external battery, always those tech things like all the chargers I need to write down. This I just started, but here is where I'll list out just random things that I want to make sure I do not forget. I already shipped a little clear umbrella to the plaza because it's supposed to rain, and we wanted a clear one for the photos, so I shipped that to the hotel. But yeah, I would always make a list. And then this is my definition of organized chaos. So I always lay out everything so I know basically I have what I need, and then you will also be surprised that you may not need everything. For example, like if you start putting things in your bag before you know it, you'll end up with multiple pairs of jeans, and really I personally feel like you don't need more than one pair of jeans because no one's going to tell if you're wearing a different pair unless you are very particular and want like a light wash and a dark wash maybe. So for example, this is a very extra outfit that I need. So I'm just kind of laying out outfits. This is another like New Year's Eve. These are the pajamas that I mentioned. A sticky bra. I also just start laying down things that I don't want to forget as well. Have some sweaters. I know I'm going to wear like this together, so I kind of have them grouped together. I have my accessories and mirror, and then like warm essentials over here. I'm not going to need all this stuff, but I'm just kind of getting it grouped together so I can see exactly what I do have. So if you lay everything out, have a list, I feel like you can't go wrong. And then you can also see everything that you have together and take things away that you don't necessarily need. So if I had like a ton of shoes here, I could look and be like, oh wow, I don't need all of those shoes. That's just an example. I still have a long way to go, believe it or not, but this is just where I've started so far. I also started to compile things here, just to, like, things that I don't want to necessarily lay on the ground just yet, like my coat, other potentials that I might take and just don't want to forget about. And then here are more things that I'm potentially taking. I'm still trying to decide on outfits. So I'm just trying to keep, these are the maybe, this is the maybe pile. I also have these, I don't want to forget, these definitely New York essentials. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them over here in the corner, just so I don't forget it. I got this out. I'm not going to necessarily need this. It's just a 2-hour trip. I'm probably going to edit videos on the plane ride, so this was just with my luggage, so I'm not going to use this. I am very sad. I actually got sent the wrong size of boots, and I'm not going to get them in time to wear them. So I was pretty bummed about that because I really wanted to wear these in New York, but I'm just going to wear a pair that I got last year. I'm taking some stockings just because it's going to be freezing. I'm also taking some fleece-lined leggings. I can use these in place of black tights, but also under skirts if I'm wearing longer skirts with boots. Have some underlayers like cuddle duds. And I also wanted to get this foot glide. I have not used it, so not sure if it works or not, but I figured it was worth a shot. The hardest thing for me is definitely going to be coats. I really am not sure which coats I want to take yet, because I don't want to wear the same coat in every photo. So that's what I'm still trying to figure out. And then here I also started just setting aside things that, again, I don't want to make sure I forget. So I have my travel perfume. I definitely don't want to forget a lip balm because it's so cold in New York. I know I'm going to need it. I think I'm also going to make sure I bring a tube because I don't like to stick my finger in this on the go. Some lipsticks, some earrings, my everyday dry shampoo cannot be without. This is probably where I'll put my jewelry, but honestly I'm not going to bring a ton, so I may make something a little smaller. All of this folds down really easily. Have a makeup bag, which I'm probably not going to put makeup in here just because I'm probably going to put all my makeup in my carry-on anyway, but just in case I have to kind of separate things. And there's a hand cream, so random things. I may bring the steamer depending on if I have room. I probably won't. And my curling iron, and I'm probably also going to bring along the 1-inch barrel as well. I'm charging up all my electronics. These are my AirPods, which will go in my carry-on with me so I can edit videos on the go. And then I also, this is what I normally use for jewelry, but now I have 2 of these. So I'm just put random things like medicine. I've had some congestion, so I just wanted to be prepared with some allergy medicine. And then I'm bringing along some peppermint oil because I always get car sick, and this is just good for headaches, and just if I'm feeling a little sick, I always bring that out. And then randomly some fashion tape because you just never know. So I just thought those fit well in there. So I have my bags lined up. I'll link my luggage down below. I used this for Europe, loved it. I'm gonna go through and put the items that I need for Sunday and probably Monday, hopefully, in here. We'll see, because my purses take up almost one side of the bag. So I'm bringing both my Chanel purses, and that's all I'm gonna take as far as accessories. So I put them in their dust bag, and then I have them stuffed. Sometimes if I'm very trapped for space, I'll stuff my bags with things I need, like beanies and extra socks and underwear, but for now I just have tissue in them. And then same thing with that. And then this is my T3 curling iron. One thing I forgot to mention about the T3 is it does have dual voltage, so I used mine in London and Paris actually, and didn't have any issues. Both of the hotels we stayed in had plugs for mine to work, so that's another perk. If you do travel a lot, you can travel with the T3. This luggage comes with these pockets, which is nice. I have my sticky bra in there, and then just a few pair of underwear just in case my luggage gets lost. I'm not sure what I'll put in here. I might end up just putting all my chargers in here so I don't have to have a dedicated pouch for them. That's exactly what I'm going to do, actually. So this luggage is enormous, but I'm honestly still concerned just with how much I have to pack. So we will see. I do want to travel with all my makeup with me. I'm probably gonna actually have to do my makeup on the plane, so I'm probably gonna put it in this carry-on. I honestly wasn't sure about keeping this just because it was expensive for a tote bag. I don't know. My friend has one and told me to get it, and I loved this color combination, but at the same time it was really expensive. This luggage comes with a little section here for more delicate pieces. I may put something else in there as well, but just folded it in half. Definitely not the easiest thing to pack. Need these for Sunday outfits, so I'm going to put them in my carry-on. And whenever I can, you do want to stuff the ends. If you are really, running out of space, you can always stuff a sock in there or something that you want to pack along with you. But I just use the tissue since these are rather new. I've only worn them once. And then I'm going to put them in this bag that came with the luggage. So I just wanted to quickly chat about what I put in my carry-on, what I prioritize. So first and foremost, like my purses and things that absolutely cannot be lost are going to go in my carry-on first. Honestly, I'd rather have these than underwear because I can buy underwear. You know what I'm saying? So these are going in the carry-on. Whatever room I have left. So I even have a belt here. Put it in the dust bag just to keep everything protected. So when you have your most valuable items, if you're not traveling with any valuable items, then you have more room. But you definitely want to put in things that you would absolutely not want to miss if your luggage was never found. So with whatever room you have left, from there I'm going to prioritize whatever I need for that day and maybe the next day if I have room. So we actually have a photo shoot the day we get there, so I'm putting in those clothes that I need for that shoot, and we have a nicer dinner that night, so I'm going to go ahead and put in one of my nice dresses, which I honestly still don't even know what that is at this point, but that's what's going to go in here. And then I have clean underwear, but any electronics, chargers, things like that that you need the day of, prioritize for your carry-on. And then as far as my actual packing, I do prefer rolling. I just find it's easier to see everything when it's rolled up, and to me it just seems like it's less wrinkled. Either way, I feel like there's no magic way to have exactly more space because clothing is the size that it is, but I just find that rolling works better for me because I like to be able to see everything instead of stacking it and kind of losing whatever is piled underneath. Thought I would share a little update. It has been way too long. I don't know why this is taking me forever. So this was starting off good, and now it's just like, let's just cram what we can in here. So I have a parka coat at the very top, and then I just kind of threw my outfits in here. This is why I like the packing cubes. I'm definitely going to be ordering more. I just have one set, so I knew I needed another one. I just did not want to go down to Atlanta to pick one up in time. Actually separated my sequin clothes and put them in here just because I did not want the sequins pulling on my sweaters and things like that. I'd rather all the sequins kind of get tangled. That's fine with me, but as long as they don't pull my other clothes, I felt like that was the best option. I still have this entire side. I was planning on doing like all my toiletries and shoes on this side and maybe an extra coat. You do not need all these coats. I just am taking photos, so I don't want to wear the same coat in every picture. So it's just going to be so early. My flight's at 7:30, so I'm just trying to make my brain not have to think as much. So I don't want to forget my wedding ring, so I just have one I'm going to wear on the plane here. I am going to attempt to curl my hair. We'll see. But I just don't want a chance like it not being done for the photo, so I'm just going to try to go ahead and do it. However, I went ahead and packed my normal curling iron because I will not have time to let it cool. So I'm just going to use another curling iron. That's just a little tip, I guess, in case you don't think that through, because that has definitely happened to me. And I just had to like throw it in the car and hope it cooled down before we got to the airport type of thing. So I was having a bit of a struggle closing my carry-on, and then I remembered that it does have an expander. I typically do like to pack at least going there without the expander, just because I know if I shop I will have plenty of room. That actually saved me when we went to London and Paris. So that's just one of my little tips. So now I have plenty of room with the expander, which makes me feel a little more comfortable if I need any last minute adjustments or if I end up shopping, which we're going to New York, so I'm sure we're going to do a little shopping.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas.
Freaking out?
A little bit.
Got your wallet, ID.
Yeah. I feel like it's not me, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's practical. Huh?
Why not wear this one? Or do you not want to risk it getting dirty? Got a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Your toothpaste.
Yeah.
Do a travel one or a big one?
I took the one that I took to London. I hope it's not overweight.
Ooh, and that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not I'm only laughing because you're laughing.
I'm laughing. Hello friends, so I'm back from NYC and I just wanted to kind of summarize my packing and share some tips that I learned along the way so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So I just wanted to run through some of my carry-on situations and how that worked out for me. So for one, I packed this makeup mirror for the first time, and I definitely learned the hard way that you have to take it out for security. So make sure that you can quickly get it out if it is on your carry-on. I packed it in my carry-on so that I could actually do my makeup on the plane because my flight was at 7:30 in the morning and that was just not gonna happen super bright and early. So I pulled this sucker out on the airplane and got ready for the day. So, why are you laughing at me?
I can't believe you pulled that out on the airplane.
I did. I'm never gonna see those people again.
Gone.
Yeah, so I did pull this out and I got ready. And I also had this in my carry-on. So I had a great little setup on the plane. Looking like a diva probably. So anyway, just wanted to share that. I ended up putting it in my carry-on, which I used this originally. This is my Louis Vuitton Neverfull. So in here I had the mirror, my makeup, and my computer. I will say that even though this is never full, it definitely was overfull on this trip. I actually had to check my bag, this little check-in, at the gate, and in this specifically I had all my like designer items and things that I did not want to put under the plane, so I actually ended up opening it up, grabbing all of my purses, and carrying it on the plane with me. Why are you shaking your head?
I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was a stressful experience. So what I would recommend is to always have extra room in the bag that you choose to carry on. This bag just didn't cut it for me. I actually bought a bag in New York just in case that happened again that would fit everything that I needed. So I definitely wanted to highlight this. This is a Longchamp. I don't know. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'm trying to be fancy. So this thing folds up into this size, which is great. You can throw this into your checked-in luggage, and then that way on the way home, if you went shopping or if you need a little extra room, because things just do not fit the same after you get to your destination. Like, I don't know how, this thing was full on the way home and I did not buy anything else other than this bag. So I just wanted to show you guys just how big it gets, and especially compared to this Neverfull. So it just folds up and turns into this huge bag, and then it also has a middle zipper, so you can actually zip it and make it half the size if you need it just for like a weekend getaway. So on the way home I ended up fitting my purses in here as well, just because the same thing happened where I had to get them all out, and this time I had enough room. So if you are a traveler, this thing has already come in handy. So I briefly wanted to mention the makeup bag that I use. This is from Hollis, or Official Hollis, I think is her Instagram handle. And I reached out to see if she would give you guys a coupon code. It's not an affiliate link or anything, but if you use the code Strawberry Chic, you can get, I think, $10 off your purchase. This fits everything that you need and more. I definitely overpacked beauty probably, but it just has so much room, and then inside is completely wipeable. And then it also comes with a brush holder, which you can fit inside this. I thought those were my AirPods at first. They're extra lash glue. which I don't need in there.
Where are your AirPods?
I think over there. Who knows? And then it also comes with a makeup bag. So you've probably seen this in a couple of my last vlogs where I have photo shoots. I always pack this up with little essentials that I can't lose, like extra jewelry, makeup, things like that. And it's also good for your carry-on if you want to break up your makeup and just take essentials just in case. You always want backup, because I learned that the hard way too when we had our honeymoon. But
Makeup, breakup, and what do you say?
am I wrapping?
Pack up? Yeah, that's good.
So when we actually went to Hawaii on our honeymoon, our luggage didn't make it there until like 2 days in.
Well, mine got there that night.
Yeah, mine.
Yours got there the next night after dinner.
Yeah. So I had to go out and buy mascara, sunscreen, all the essentials.
Clothes.
Everything. Yeah, like I had nothing. We had a nice dinner that night. So now I always pack a carry-on wisely, just like your luggage is going to get lost, or, you know, always prepare for the worst. I don't even know where I'm going with this.
At least they paid for your stuff.
Yes, they did reimburse our shopping. So something else I always travel with are these disinfecting wipes, and I'm that extra person that wipes down my seat, my tray, the seat belt, all the things on an airplane, because it's gross. Like, you need these. And I also use them to wipe down my luggage once I get home. So I wipe down the wheels especially, because they have been rolling on the streets. And I just don't want them in my house. So I wipe them down when I get home as well. And every time I pull these out, I think people get jealous. They're like, oh, I should have thought of that. So I get these in bulk on Amazon.
Didn't we wipe down somebody else's seat?
Yeah,
and
I think I
coming back
wiped
from maybe going to Europe. One of the times, I think
Oh, yeah, maybe going to Europe. Yeah, someone was like jealous, and I was like, I'll wipe your seat down. So always have these. So this is my little checked bag. I bought this for Europe. It's so cute. It has a really nice handle that has like memory foam on it. And it does expand, which I always, what was that? I don't know. I always end up having to expand it. But I try to pack where it's not expanded, that way on the way home, just in case I buy things, I have that extra room. So, oh, that's the expander. We don't need that. Okay, let's open it up. So this one opens up in the middle, and it has this really handy, like I put nicer clothes right here. There's like things floating around.
It's probably coming off your bag.
I don't know.
You didn't disinfect it good enough.
I need to do that like slow zoom in on that face. I don't know how to do that though. That's way above
There's
my level.
effects on there. You can make it happen.
So I always put like my nicer clothes that I need for the same day that I get to the destination. That way they're on hand. And then I always also pack things that I can't lose or I don't want to check, like my designer bags, an extra pair of shoes, my makeup, all that good stuff goes in here. And then when I get home, I end up just putting all my packing cubes in my carry-on just so I know exactly where they are. But if you haven't started using packing cubes, I swear by them. For one, they just keep your bag organized. So when you are looking for things, like I'm not one to unpack. Some of my friends like to unpack and put their stuff in drawers. I like to just keep my stuff with me in the same spot because I feel like you're less likely to lose things or get things mixed up. So as far as packing cubes, I feel like they do save you space, but they also just help keep things organized so you're not going through all your clothes to find something. You just get this out. That way everything else stays nice and contained. It just helps with repacking before you go home. So I have all my packing cubes in here. And then this bag comes with a kind of dirty hamper bag. So I always end up putting the clothes that I've worn in one of these. And then I usually use these for the shoes that I end up packing in this bag just to keep those, you know, from being gross. I don't know. But you can also use your wipes on the bottom of your shoes. Are you cramping?
Yeah, I'm tense. My butt cheek is cramping up on me.
What?
I don't want it to shake.
Oh. He's like trying to stabilize the camera, so he's like,
I thought we had a tripod for this.
you're my tripod today.
And you fooled me. I thought this was going to be a lot shorter.
You know I can talk. So next, this is my Big Bertha luggage. So I bought this for the trip specifically because it is so massive. You can see like it's definitely going to get marks on it, but you can use a dry eraser and take the... That sounded like an explosion. So you can take a dry eraser on this and get the marks out super easy. It does not bother me though. But it also has a braking system too. So if you are parking your luggage and you don't want to roll off, you can actually put brakes on it, which is surprisingly very functional. I'm done.
Throw that right arm up. Yeah,
I feel like my groin's cramping.
Tell me about it.
I can't sit Indian style anymore.
Old lady.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to get up.
You're getting this done just in time. Your battery's about to die.
Alright, look at that. Time to edit.
The windows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.